We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back, y'all. Again, people who are familiar with the show know that we don't shy away from laughing at death.
Not at all.
There are just people out there who deserve to get fucking killed. They deserve to get killed, sometimes in harsh, violent, slow ways.
When people are begging for death, then let them have what they crave. This is just too funny, though. Right?
Now, I'll just preface this to say, and this is probably as controversial as all get out, that, you know, we don't know. We don't live the lives of people in Iran, Iraq, you know, and all these places where these suicide bombers live and train and we can assume that, for, you know, to some degree, whether it be large or small, these people are fucked up and they're doing really horrible things, blowing themselves up as well as other innocent people. But, you know, sometimes shit has to be done. And, you know, we do fucked up horrible things. We just call it something else, and we don't, you know, put it on the TV and the news, etc., etc. I'm just saying that, you know, while this is hilarious, you know, and we'll just assume, we'll just go the broad stroke that these guys got what they deserved. You know, some people are fighting a crusade that is just, and, you know, may not be.
But basically, we're saying we're not experts, so don't kill the messenger, don't blow the messenger up, don't send a fucking pipe bomb to the messenger, don't do anything to the messenger. We're just reading an article and extrapolating the humor from it, and it's not very difficult when you think about it.
This shit is funny.
Yeah.
Suicide bomb trainer in Iraq accidentally blows up his whole class.
This is the kind of shit you see once again on the Family Guy or like a bad sketch comedy. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean,
in what represented a cautionary tale of terrorist teachers and the cause of dark humor for ordinary Iraqis, a commander at a secluded terrorist training camp north of Baghdad unwittingly used a belt packed with explosives while conducting a demonstration early Monday for a group of militants, killing himself and 21 other members of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, army and police officials said.
He like fucked up like 15 other people. I mean, literally, this dude went up. I mean, this guy literally, he must have had that belt stacked to the fucking brim.
Now,
with explosives.
And you can call us sick, but apparently we're not the only ones. Iraqi citizens have long been accustomed to daily attacks on public markets, mosques, funerals, and even children's soccer games. Again, this is some fucked up shit. So they saw the story of a fumbling militant as a dark and delicious kind of poetic justice, especially coming amid a protracted surge of violence led by the terrorist group, including a rise in suicide bombings. Just last week, a suicide bomber struck a popular falafel shop near the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here, killing several people. On Monday evening, Rad Hashim worked the counter at the liquor store near the site of the attack, burst out laughing when he heard the news. I told you, these motherfuckers is gleeful.
Listen to this quote. This is so funny, Mr. Hashim said. It shows how stupid they are, those dogs and sons of dogs. These are not our words. That's this dude that they interviewed.
More seriously, he said, it also gives me pain as I remembered all the innocent people that were killed here. But of course, you know, this is again where these people just fall back into their foolishness. This is God showing justice. Really? This is God sending a message to the bad people and the criminals in the world to tell them to stop the injustice and to bring peace. Evil will not win in the end. It's always life that wins over death.
This could mean, you know, this could be, you know, a message that, you know, don't handle explosives with goat drippings on your fucking fingers and shit because, you know, you'll blow up.
Another resident of the area who lives near the ministry building that was targeted last week said, I heard this today when a friend rang me in the afternoon to tell me about it. He was so happy as if he was getting married, which made me happy as well, the resident said. I hope that their graves burn and all the rest of them burn as well. I was not happy with the number killed, though. I wanted more of them to die, as I remember my friend who was killed by a suicide bomber back in 2007.
So the death toll wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't sufficient.
Wasn't sufficient. This person wanted more death. I mean,
and understandably so. I mean, if you're in a region of the world that
and
gets
like,
once a week, some shit is fucking blowing the fuck up,
and you lose friends and loved ones, and but. I mean, this is when I first saw this. I said, "Yo, this has got to be something from The Onion or something." It's. I'm pretty sure. You know what? This probably happens more often than they report.
Maybe, yeah.
When you're dealing with explosives, things can happen. But I mean, this is just, like I said, I don't choose, since I don't know enough about what's going on over there. I personally shy away from it because obviously our news is going to put whatever spin that it needs to put on it, and I don't trust our news. So for me, I just look at this from afar, and like I said, I just see this as face value, that this is actually hysterical. I don't know if these people, what side they were fighting on. I don't know that kind of stuff. I don't profess to know that kind of stuff. Just the thought of ye old bomb instructor anywhere blowing himself up with his own shit and killing his class. I don't give a fuck where it is. That's funny. I mean, to me, I find that funny. I'm sorry. I mean, where or why they're doing it to me is not the key point to the humor of this.
No, this is just fucking funny. This is hilarious.
I mean, it's and then just but the vitriol in which these people are like celebrating this shit. Also, there's like a very dark humor there. I hope their graves burn, and you're already dead. Why do they want to desecrate your corpse?
Part of the reason because again, it says Iraq is facing its worst violence in more than 5 years, with nearly 9,000 people killed last year and almost 1,000 people killed last month. On Monday, a roadside bomb in Mosul in northern Iraq targeted a speaker of parliament. Security officials said 6 of his guards were wounded, but Mr. Nujafi was unharmed. No. So again, these cats are going for broke, but yeah, this is just fucking funny. And of course, you have to just picture it. This dude's giving examples,
and they're all sitting there with
nice
like
and close and
with
looking.
their like dummy bombs and shit. Like, is this how? No! I mean, that shit is fucked up. But I mean, look at here's a passage here that has 2 different sides. It says, referring to the recruiting pitch that martyrdom is a sure ticket to heaven and the virgins that await there, the officer adds, maybe this suicide bomber will really get to heaven, as they say. And then on the flip side, Mr. Hashim said, what happened today was not death, but it was life to us. Those 22 who were killed today might have killed hundreds of Iraqis, hundreds of innocent souls. May they burn in hell. So there's 2 different sides to the same thing, which, like I said, we're not involved in. I don't know what's going on over there. I've never been there. I don't know anybody that's been there. I don't know anything about it. I just know dude at the head of the class, all right, now here's the switch and here's the that's all I see. I mean, that to me, that's just ridiculous.
As Skillet alluded to a little while ago, in addition to the 22 militants who were killed, 15 others were wounded in the explosion on Monday at the militant compound.
I mean, that was probably the bones of the fucking dude blowing up. I mean, it did. I said, there's just, but it's really, I guess this shows you just the nature of humans in general, that we would find death funny, and it really, I mean, look, I am what I am, and I am flawed. I can find humans in things that I guess, at face value, it's like, wow, people lost their lives, and maybe they were fighting on the right or the side of the right or whatever. I try not to get into it that deep, because then I won't find the humor in it. But as it stands here, this is just the title alone. Just once again, suicide.
Did you read the last part?
What did it say?
So it said, back in the liquor store in Baghdad on Monday evening, Mr. Hashim, in almost a celebratory mood, passed 4 bottles of Corona to a customer and took his money. What happened today was not death, but it was life for us. Yeah, and the burn in hell part.
Yeah. It said something like, God, man. So that's what he wants them to burn in hell, their corpses to burn. So there's a lot of emotion there. But this, to me, if there's ever an insanity check kind of story,
yeah, this is like perfect.
This is right up there, because I'm like, come on, man. I just have the Saturday Night Live or the Monty Python sketch in my head. There's Michael Palin going up there with the fucking bombs, and come on, man. This is just, and the cartoons, this dude would be black with soot and shit all over him with his hair standing straight up. I mean,
exactly.
That's fucked up, man. But that I will have that link up there for you, so you can pick whatever side you want to pick. But there is some dark humor there for real. Scorched humor there, seriously.
HI-LARIOUS. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
We're trying to make it, baby. make